A network of forgotten roads once stitched continents together, guiding empires and merchants long before GPS existed, and number 1 is a desert track that vanishes beneath the sand. Imagine a caravan disappearing into dunes, following a road that modern maps simply erase. This stretch, once a vital spur of the Silk Road, cut across what is now the Taklamakan Desert. Archaeologists have identified faint stone foundations and weathered way stations that hint at a once bustling trade artery linking Chinese oases to Central Asian markets. Merchants carried silk, spices, and glass, navigating by the stars and the occasional wind-blown marker. Over centuries, shifting sands covered the path, leaving only subtle depressions detectable by satellite imaging. Recent LiDAR surveys suggest the route may extend further than previously thought, offering new clues about how early travelers circumvented harsh terrain. While the exact length remains debated, the consensus is that this forgotten desert track played a crucial role in connecting east and west during antiquity.
Unearthed beneath a thicket of wild pistachio trees lies a segment of Persia's legendary Royal Road, the empire's arterial highway dating back to the Achaemenid era. This portion, concealed by centuries of vegetation, was rediscovered when a local farmer noticed unusually regular stone placements while clearing his field. The road's basalt slabs, spaced at precise intervals, indicate a sophisticated engineering design intended for swift royal couriers and military units. Scholars believe this stretch connected the capital of Persepolis to the far-flung satrapies of Susa and beyond, facilitating administrative cohesion across a sprawling empire. Pottery shards and inscriptions found nearby suggest the route was in active use for at least 3 centuries before gradually falling into disrepair as newer paths emerged. Today, the overgrown ruins offer a rare glimpse into how ancient Persia managed communication across vast distances without modern technology.
Surprisingly, parts of the ancient Via Maris now lie beneath the Mediterranean's restless waves. Once a bustling coastal highway linking Egypt, Syria, and Anatolia, this route traced the fertile Levantine shoreline, allowing traders to move goods like cedar timber and copper with relative ease. Geological studies indicate that rising sea levels over the past 2 millennia have submerged low-lying sections, especially near modern Haifa. Underwater archaeologists employing sonar mapping have identified linear stone alignments and remnants of paved surfaces just a few meters below the surface. Though access remains limited, these findings confirm that the Via Maris was more than a simple footpath, it was a strategically engineered corridor that facilitated empire-wide exchange. Some researchers suggest that the submerged portions may still hold undiscovered artifacts, offering a silent narrative of ancient maritime land interaction.
Few people know that the Amber Road once traversed a treacherous Alpine pass now cloaked in perennial snow. This hidden corridor linked the Baltic amber markets with the Mediterranean world, guiding merchants through steep switchbacks carved into solid rock. Early medieval chronicles describe a narrow stone pathway, guarded by local tribes who levied tolls on passing caravans. Recent expeditions have uncovered worn cobblestones and rusted metal fittings, evidence of wooden carts that once clattered over the ridge. The pass's elevation, estimated at around 2,400 meters, made travel hazardous, especially during early spring thaws. Yet the high-value amber, prized for its beauty and rarity, justified the risk. While the exact route remains partially speculative, the surviving fragments underscore the extraordinary lengths early traders pursued to connect distant economies.
Hidden in plain sight, a vanished coastal stretch of the Inca Qhapaq once linked highland cities with Pacific ports. This segment, built along sheer cliffs, featured terraces and stone causeways that allowed llamas and foot traffic to navigate rugged terrain. Erosion and centuries of seismic activity have stripped away much of the original pavement, leaving only occasional stone foundations jutting from the sea-sprayed rocks. Researchers using aerial photogrammetry have traced a faint line of aligned stones, suggesting a deliberate route that facilitated the transport of silver, textiles, and agricultural products to coastal markets. According to Incan administrative records, the coastal corridor was essential for supplying the empire's navy and for trade with distant cultures along the shoreline. Though the exact length is still debated, the remnants reveal the Incas' remarkable ability to integrate maritime and mountainous zones into a cohesive network.
Deep beneath the rugged peaks of central Anatolia, the Hittite mountain corridor once guided chariots and infantry across hostile terrain. Carved directly into basalt cliffs, this passage featured narrow ledges reinforced with dry stone retaining walls, allowing the Hittite Empire to move troops swiftly between its capital Hattusa and western provinces. Archaeological surveys have documented a series of stone steps and a modest bridge spanning a rapid mountain stream, showcasing sophisticated engineering for the Bronze Age. The corridor's strategic importance is underscored by contemporary tablets that reference the swift deployment of soldiers along this route during campaigns against neighboring kingdoms. Over time, landslides and vegetation overgrowth concealed much of the road, but recent drone imaging has revealed its outline, confirming that the Hittites possessed advanced logistical capabilities far earlier than previously believed.
Hidden in the lofty Pamir Plateau, the Sogdian caravan path enabled merchants to traverse one of the world's highest trade corridors. This route, stretching over 1,200 kilometers, connected the fertile valleys of modern-day Uzbekistan with the Tibetan plateau, allowing silk, spices, and precious stones to flow between east and west. Travelers faced extreme altitude, thin air, and sudden snowstorms, yet stone way stations and fortified inns dotting the path provided vital shelter. Recent satellite analyses have identified linear depressions aligning with ancient caravan stops, confirming the path's existence despite its near-total disappearance from the surface. While precise dates remain under study, scholars estimate the road saw heavy use between the 4th and 8th centuries CE, highlighting the Sogdians' pivotal role as middlemen in Transasian commerce.
Finally, a deserted stretch of the ancient King's Highway winds through the stark deserts of modern Jordan, linking the Red Sea port of Aqaba to the fertile plains of the Jordan Valley. This segment, now buried under shifting dunes, once featured stone arches and mile markers that guided pilgrims and traders alike. Inscriptions discovered at a nearby outpost reference tolls collected from caravans carrying frankincense, myrrh, and copper. Archaeologists have uncovered a series of basalt paving stones still partially visible during rare dry spells, suggesting a well-maintained surface designed for heavy loads. The highway's decline began with the rise of maritime trade routes in the early medieval period, leading to its gradual abandonment. Today, the silent desert preserves a fragment of a network that once underpinned the economic and religious life of the Near East.
Archaeologists have recently mapped a forgotten oasis route that formed part of the Roman Sahara Road, known as Via Nova. Stretching across the Sahara's harsh interior, this corridor linked the coastal city of Leptis Magna with inland settlements near present-day Algeria. The road's alignment was dictated by a chain of oases, each providing water and rest for legionnaires and merchants. Remnants of stone foundations and Roman milestones have been uncovered near the oasis of Tementit, indicating a structured network of way stations. While the precise length is still being debated, the route likely spanned several hundred kilometers, facilitating the movement of grain, gold, and exotic goods. Over time, desertification and the collapse of Roman authority led to the route's neglect, allowing sand to swallow the pavement and erase its presence from common memory.
Deep beneath the modern waters of the Nile, a once prominent riverbank road lies concealed, marking a critical artery of ancient Egyptian logistics. Built during the New Kingdom, this paved causeway ran parallel to the river's left bank, connecting Thebes with the delta's bustling trade hubs. Stone blocks, still discernible through sonar imaging, reveal a meticulously leveled surface designed to accommodate heavy barks and wheeled carts. Flood cycles gradually raised the river's level, eventually submerging the roadway and preserving it within the silt. Excavations of exposed sections during low-water periods have uncovered pottery fragments and administrative papyri, confirming the road's role in transporting tribute, grain, and building materials. Although now underwater, the submerged Nile Road stands as a testament to Egypt's sophisticated infrastructure and its ability to adapt to a dynamic riverine environment.
We've traveled across 10 vanished highways, each a silent testament to the ingenuity and ambition of early peoples. These forgotten routes remind us that travel and trade have always been the lifeblood of civilization, shaping cultures in ways we are still uncovering. If you found this journey through lost roads as fascinating as we did, subscribe so you won't miss the next deep dive list, new mind-blowing discoveries every week. Which ancient highway intrigued you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like.